Hey Gurus, welcome back. It's me again. Today we are going to explore the fourth part of C# for Open Industries. Before starting this, I would like to thank all those who subscribe my channel. It is really a great motivation for me to create new videos. Yeah, let me take you back to the content. It's the fourth part of C# for Open Industries, and today we are going to create another shell using C# that will help us to run PowerShell script without using PowerShell.exe. I think most of you know this. If you don't know this, I will tell you what exactly we are going to do. Actually, PowerShell.exe is a binary file that makes use of System.Management.Automation.dll. So PowerShell.exe is calling most of the uh, functions defined inside the automation.dll. So what we are going to do is we are going to explore that DLL inside our C# script, so we don't need to call the PowerShell.exe directly. So I mean, what happens on the victim machine, we can't see the PowerShell.exe when the actual C# is going to run on the victim machine. So let me take you to the code. It's very simple code. It's I think it's very simple. Uh, Let me show you the code. Before starting that one, when you're creating the new project in Visual Studio, you have to refer this system management automation DLL. Then only we can call the functions instead that in our C# project. I'll show you how to do that. In fact, it's just I don't want to make it a big video, so I'm just created a skeleton for you. Just deleting this one. I'll explain the code line by line. Hope you have enjoyed the thick line pen testing part. That video was a bit lengthy. Actually, I didn't know how to cut short that because I plan to take it as a in detail one. Most of the videos I have seen on the YouTube, they didn't explain what exactly happening when you are doing the thick line pen testing and the secure coding part of that. That's why I did like that. This time it's very simple, so I'm just not uh, dragging this video. So here, I have already uploaded the script. I don't know. I had done this. I don't know whether you have seen this in my GitHub. I had done this as a part of my offensive C sharp uh, GitHub project. There was a project uh, called PS script. There, I did this code. I'm just taking that here again, and actually, I have already taken that. Let me show you that. This is a part I have taken from there. And what we are going to do here is just check your IP. Check your. This is going to be your server IP. So the one that I have set here and the port you want to connect. What happened when you're running this script is just a normal PowerShell reversal script. It's just going to run the cmd.exe on the victim machine and execute the commands for us on behalf of the victim. So this is script we are going to run inside that. Here the difference between the one already there in my GitHub and this one is here we were directly using this script, this ender script inside here, and I was dealing with that double quotes issues here by specifying some other double quotes and single quotes stuffs. But here, instead of taking the ender script in this project, we are going to encode this, and we are going to give the encoder script inside here. So at the time of running, the application is going to decode the script and is going to supply the script inside the run space. So I will explain this code. Before that, we are going to, after setting up your IP and port number, we are going to um, encode the script. So I'm just going to use my own app, Heavy Buster. Just take this extras, encode and decode. It's base 64. Just taking this one. I'm going to give this here. This is nothing but it is an encoder base64 encoder string. So what happens on the runtime? We are just decoding the screen that encoder base64 string, and we are supplying. I mean, we are converting that to the say normal string. Normally, the base64 decoded value will be a byte array, so we are converting that byte array to a normal string before supplying that to our actual PowerShell script. So I will explain this code. Before doing this code, I will show you how to add the reference. For me, the reference is for, yeah, this is my project, and the reference is right click, add reference. And just because I have already added here, it came here and it's showing here. But if you are when you're doing it first time, what you have to do is you have to browse, and this is the path you have to go. It's under program files. If you have installed the Windows SDK, it comes under here, program files, reference assemblies, Microsoft, Windows PowerShell, and according to the latest version that you have done is 3.0 for me because I have updated recently. So after going to this path, you can find it here and just add that. And when you are adding that, it comes here, select it, and just click OK. One more thing, I'm doing this series for mainly for at least for someone who has some basic programming experience. If you're not familiar with programming experience, programming or C# environment, it's better to start your own basic stuffs. I think the Grey Hat C#, that book is really a great resource for you. If you're really interested in that one, you can try download that and learn from the basics from there. Then it will be easy for you to do the advanced stuffs. This is not advanced stuff, but at least it will be more familiar for you if you're doing that. So once if you added that reference, what happens here is when you have to create a run space uh, variable here. For creating the run space, actually, you have to use another class called run space factory. This is a static class. Static class in the sense you don't need to create any instance of this class. We are calling the members inside the class. So we are calling the create run space method inside the static run space factory class. That will help us to create the run space for us. All these classes and functions are defined inside that automation.runspaces namespace. This is called the namespace when you're referring here, and we are just opening the run space run space here. Before using the run space, we have to open the run space because we have to call another function. It's called create pipeline. That create pipeline is the actual function that will help us to add our PowerShell script to run on the victim machine. So for creating the pipeline, we need a run space opened. Using the from the open run space, we are creating a pipeline, and we are assigning that pipeline to a pipeline variable. This is another class actually. Uh, if you go click here, you can see the definition here. It's an abstract class. Here, we are just creating a variable and assigning that uh, pipeline to the pipeline variable, and there's a method inside the pipeline variable called add script that comes under again another uh, property called commands. Inside the commands, there's a add script method. So that add script method accepts a string. That string should contain some PowerShell command or some. You can actually the add script accepts a script of PowerShell. You can supply the entire PowerShell script to run here. So you can try whatever you want. Instead of running this PowerShell like this, you can try something that remotely downloads your script and running on the victim machine. You can try that also. After this, you can try that yourself. The specialty of this script is actually it doesn't make any remote connections. It just try to run cmd.exe on the victim machine using the PowerShell, but without calling the PowerShell.exe. We are executing this script using the runtime management automation dot run spaces. Actually, this is defined, as I said before, this is defined inside the automation.dll. That that actually the main DLL behind the PowerShell.exe. So after adding the script, just invoke your uh, just call the invoke method using the pipeline. So this helps you to run your script. An actual part of execution of the script is happening when you are invoking this method, when you are invoking the pipeline. So when you are calling the invoke, this invoke method will execute whatever you have added using the add script method. So here what we are going to do is we already prepared our PowerShell script, and we encoded that. It's already prepared with the IP and remote port to connect with. It has this is the server is going to connect back, and this is the port is going to use. And we have encoded that string here and supplying that to our script. So at the runtime, it is going to decode it, and the decoder script will be exactly like this. So it's a valid PowerShell script. So this will get executed on the victim machine after creating run space and creating a pipeline, adding that our script to the pipeline, invoke it, run it. That's all. It's very simple, and it is powerful way to one of the ways if you can, depending upon the user permission to execute PowerShell on the victim machine, it will get executed. But surprisingly, normal scenario, Defender will never block you. Yeah, I'll show you that. Yeah, so we are going to make it in release mode. I'm just making it. I'm just ensuring that P shell C# is in release mode. Yep, I'm going to build that now. Rebuild it. Yeah, it's done. So let me check it here. Yes, let this one 19. I just build that. So the next thing is I'm going to just make it accessible on my victim machine just to execute. So I'm going to copy this p shell this one to vm sorry vm share. It's just copied. I'm going to run my server here. So the victim machine, copy. It's a drive that I mapped here in my virtual machine. It's actually the virtual drive that I'm sharing with my host machine. So from there, I'm going to copy this one to my desktop, and it's there, right? Yeah. Let me check my Defender. I I normally open only cloud. I don't open the cloud protection on my target. I mean on my test machine. I don't want to do that. But the real-time protection is on here. Real time is always on my machine. I'm going to run this one. Uh, this is going to be our server which is running there. I'm going. See, it's running. Defender is here. It's real-time protection on. Nothing is happening. So what happens here? Here you just got this one. You are on that user's animated desktop. Yeah, you got the same thing. You just do the dir. Yeah, I can see all these stuff. Just confirming that we are. It's 1.74. It should be 1.74. Anyway, it worked. It's fine. Yeah, see, different. I didn't say anything here. Um, yeah, this is one of the really effective ways to bypass Defender in real time. If you are interested, you can try on different other ways of dealing with. But in detection, there are plenty of ways to detect it because most of the EDR systems has automation.dll notifications either in protective, detect or prevent mode. So depends on that. You can there's a chance to get or not get your reversal. So yeah, that's it for this video. This is something I plan to cover. Just to execute your PowerShell script and get your shell from the victim machine after bypassing the defender. You can try it on different other AV vendors and just update me on the comments how it works. And you can try other scripts rather than running this script. You can try some other script, remotely loading or some other way of executing it. That's all for this video. I think I covered what I planned. Let me check. Yeah, that's all. It's I just covered everything. This was a short video, but I'm just planning to continue this PowerShell as C# for pen testers continuously for I think it will take 10 or more sessions, maybe. I don't know how it will be like. It totally depends upon how many subscribers I'm going to get. So some people, even in pen testers, some people are they don't interest in programming. They just use tools. Maybe it's not for them. It's for someone who is interested in programming and plus they do pen testing or security stuff. So if you would like this, please do subscribe and stay tuned. We will get connected on the next video. Till then, it's bye.